Welcome to another episode of Jay and Chelle Show and Tell. This is the season finale, and I am so excited. We have late night talk with Vee&Sky in the house. How you doing, ladies?
Great. Thanks for having us.
What's up, Chelle?
Not much.
Not much.
Just in the holiday spirit over here.
In the holiday spirit, yeah. We get yes. Holiday spirit, yes. I can't wait till it's over, though.
That part.
Me too, kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
Bunch of Scrooges at this table.
Yes,
Exactly.
for sure.
Wait a minute. It didn't even start yet.
Yeah, if y'all hear my voice jump just a little bit because it's 3 women in here versus one guy, you know. So this is about to get real good.
Jay's excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for sure. So we are going to talk about social media. Is social media toxic for relationships? And, you know, when I say relationships, I'm talking about marriages, boyfriend, girlfriend, family, you know, overall relationships, like friendships, you know. So, I mean,
Big sigh over
I hear
here.
V is skying over, sighing over there.
Already.
So is it toxic? Is it toxic?
I believe so. Yes. I think it is.
I agree.
Why though? Why do you think?
Because it could get messy, you know, on social media. Like, people are so good for putting their personal drama, you know, on social media and don't hold back on what's what. Like, you like, oh, what they gonna say next? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, why, you know, but yeah, especially with relationships, friendships, family stuff. Or they like, I'm just gonna drop this here right here. I want y'all opinion. What y'all feel about, you know?
It's the past,
But it's something that didn't went on in your family. You looking like, did you really do that?
Or is this about me?
That part,
right.
And then, yeah. Or you can't,
like, what's this about? What they do?
And then the guilt, you might see something like, oh, like me, I'm like, I'm just gonna drop this right here. You know, don't mean it's about nobody, but you gonna think in your head, like, since we had a little issue, she got to be talking. No, I just want to drop it.
He's asked me before who pissed in your Wheaties this morning or something, because I'm like,
mad as hell.
Nobody did, but I just wanted to post something about karma being a bitch. But,
That
you
part,
know.
yeah.
So Sky. So you said it can be toxic, right? So let's just head towards one type of relationship. Let's just say girlfriend and boyfriend, right? How can social media be toxic for that type of couple?
Well, to me, I know I had mentioned it to V one time. I think when people look at social media, they kind of like look at how other people's relationships are and they compare their relationships to it. And to me, that can like dampen their relationship, because you can see like a couple doing like really well, you know, having fun, smiling, and then you turn around, look at your man like, you ain't take me. When the last time we, you know, blah blah blah, and they come in the house like, what did I do, babe? You know. So I think when people start comparing themselves to what they see on social media, that kind of put that, you know, strain on
Like,
relationships.
why you're not doing this?
Exactly.
Why
Well,
we're
you might not have that thought if you don't see somebody post
That
about
part.
it. So
Yeah.
that might not even be on your radar.
Or it could have been a thought, but then you get on there like, my thought is this is what I want. Why we're not going to dinner? Like, you know, I heard you were saying about the little something that somebody made about the chores and the monthly thing.
I was talking about
and you got date night.
I'm like, what did I say?
And no, the date night and stuff like that's
Jay the
good.
scheduler.
That'll put in the mind like, oh no, on December 15th.
Yeah, see, this shit to get
You
talked
know.
about when I'm not in the room. But yeah,
But she ain't got nothing to hide,
It's-
though.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
all good,
And
though.
it's-
It's all good.
Yeah,
It's all good.
There's nothing wrong with that at all, for sure.
I was giving you props for your
You were giving me
scheduling
props.
skills.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes, everybody.
And I was
I have a
jealous because
calendar.
y'all got scheduled date nights.
That's what I'm saying.
somebody's
Even though it's not on social media, the fact we're sitting here having girl talk, talking about it, like it put in her mind, like, oh, because I did it before. I had the chart, you know, but put it like, oh, okay, that's a. So
Yeah.
you will know
Right.
Yeah.
when the week come. What's going on this week?
Every
Oh,
Friday.
we got that. Hey,
Every
I ain't
Friday.
mad at it.
I love
That
it.
don't
Must be
change.
nice.
That don't
yeah.
change. So I guess the toxic word is huge, right?
It is.
When I think of can it damage relationships? I'll take on the friendship.
I was going to go there.
type
Like,
thing.
what about the dating?
The dating?
Yes.
Okay.
You're dating.
I'll leave that one to you. I'm gonna do the friendship one. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You take that one. So here's
No, I don't want it.
I'm not
so
touching that.
the friendship thing. So here's the thing. I have a lot of acquaintances on Facebook. I think everybody does. I don't believe that everybody's friends list is their circle or their close friends. So, and this is one reason why me and Michelle, we don't talk politics, is because years ago of, how things were going. But when someone sees maybe, what side of the aisle you may stand on, or the case may be, you have the same friends that you thought that were friends that y'all never ever even talked politics before, but then you happen to give an opinion about something, and all of a sudden they're not your friends because or you're not their friend because you don't think like them. Yeah, that's also kind of toxic, because it opened everyone up to express their feelings. And if you had these relationships prior to social media, and now you're on a whole different level of expression, especially putting it out there. Now it's like, okay, do I even want to, be friends with this person? Which is still stupid, because everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So that's when I think toxic, or even just letting your news feed just spoil your day just by seeing different things, or even falling into different rabbit holes on social media. So I think it could be toxic, and I think it cannot be toxic. I'm not really firm on which way to go on it. I guess it just depends on what day it is.
Right. What they're viewing.
What they're viewing.
Right.
Yeah. So as far as the dating, V, I'm gonna let you handle that. How can it be toxic within dating?
Get them, V.
Get him, B.
No. Okay. I want opinions on it, but I feel like, let me ask you. You're a man. I think so, right?
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I love you. I'm just playing.
Oh,
There she
yes.
go.
So
He's a man.
Full blown.
I know. You know me. I'm still me. But like when you're dating, what's the no's and okay with social media? Like far as
Like do's and don'ts.
that part.
Yeah.
The do's and don'ts.
Yes.
I mean, we went through this we went over this in season
Episode
1.
1.
Actually, episode 1. What's the do's and don'ts? I mean, it just all depends on who you're with,
So
what their do's are.
So let me ask you.
Yes.
So how would you feel if, when y'all first start dating and whatever, and you see him hearting this little hot, sexy woman squat over, almost nude, how, or actually commenting on it.
So I guess I addressed this a couple episodes ago too. I guess my take on it is, if it's somebody he has dated before, or is interested in, or was interested in before we got together, I would have a problem with that.
Okay.
If it's TikTok and I see all the ass squatting feeds, or like, and they've got thousands of followers, and he's liking or commenting on it, go ahead all day long, because they don't know who you are. Most likely, I would hope they don't, So I guess my view on it is, if it's someone he knows, or is like, was potentially interested in, or is interested in him, then I don't like it. Then I don't think that it should be done. But if it's like,
okay, like he can like it or heart it, but like, what? Hold on one second. What about commenting on it? And it's not no Instagram. It's not a TikTok. He was maybe tagged with maybe 10 other guys.
Yeah. I guess it depends on what the comment is.
Okay.
For me, so.
That ain't even no potion. She see how she turned that water up.
It's like,
I mean,
potion.
The liking or hearting, I guess everybody feel different about that, because
it's okay for that. It's just a comment.
I really don't see a huge deal with it.
Like, if it's a nice
don't.
looking guy that I see, which guys, had their chests out, and it's jogging suit season. You know what I mean? All the pants. I said soup. Pants
I don't
season.
feel the need to comment on stuff like that.
Right. I would tap.
I would hope he wouldn't either, but
Like,
yeah,
or whatever.
that's
But,
fine.
okay.
So I got a question with the dating.
Okay.
I think, and I don't, I've been out the dating game for a while. But dating, if you're not exclusively dating, I think there's a difference between exclusively dating and
100%.
dating.
Yes.
So if you're dating, what does it matter if that other person is seeking stuff other places because you're not exclusively dating this one person?
Mm-hmm.
So because you're doing the same thing. Like, if you're dating a guy, you're going to be dating other guys because you are committed to this one. So it doesn't matter if you are liking this other guy or whatever because you haven't committed.
Yeah.
Now, I think when you start exclusively dating, then you would
Who
get on that
does
level.
that? They don't do
Oh,
that
a lot
no
of
more.
people do
Because
that.
you can't.
A lot of people
start
don't.
on a-
Okay, let me ask this. I'm sorry. I love you. Did you ask, would you be my girlfriend? Would you want to do?
No, I didn't ask.
It just happened.
It just happened. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it's like if you don't, and that but we I'm just okay.
Okay,
carry on.
I think
So-
you know if you're exclusive with someone, that's a conversation usually you have.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
Like
it's-
like we're exclusive, we're not seeing other people.
Yeah. Well,
Have
then
that
again, here's the thing. Like, I mean, we 40 plus.
Come
So-
on, we in our ish.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. We
in our ish.
Speak for
40
yourself,
plus. So
I'm 34.
so you
Oh,
know
we'll be
when
in our ish.
you know when you together. In a sense, you know when you're together, but you still need to. I think
But she
still
think
have
you
that.
gotta make it known. If it's not made known, like what make it known?
You have to make it known to each other. Like I think you have to you have to make it known to each other. Like,
Yeah.
okay, at some point, what are we doing? And let's face it.
Yeah.
Not too many women is going to just keep on rolling along and
That
not
part.
asking that question.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Right.
for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
so the attentions you have to put your attentions out there at some point. Now the younger generation, I mean they're dating cross country, so many different
Right.
people at a time, and I actually know of someone that's dating a couple people, you know what I'm saying? So it just all depends. That's why this topic is so tough because it can go so many different ways.
Right. So I'm saying like a person can get mad if they see a person commenting on another male or females when you're just dating. And when it, especially off the back, like if you just started dating this person,
Right.
and y'all had a really good night or whatever, and then that next day,
No.
you see this person, saying something to another
The next
woman
day.
or something the next day.
And
How can
what
you
if it
be
ain't the next
mad?
day? What if it's not the next day? What if it's been
then
months and y'all always?
I'm just saying, this person can't be mad because you're dating. Dating is what it is.
No, it's not
dating.
about the dating. If my eyes are on you and I'm putting my time
That's
on
how
you,
you feel.
and
That other
I'm
person
just
may
saying,
not
well,
feel
you
that
better
way.
get on board with it.
So
Period.
that mean the
That's just
conversation
me.
got to be had, right?
I think
That
so.
part, and it was.
You have a conversation.
By
And
who,
it was.
yourself?
Yeah.
No, with the people, the parties that's involved.
So this sounds like a personal story here.
You see how she tried to throw me underneath the bus?
No, I'm just throwing a situation.
This
Out.
sounds like a real example.
I do understand what you're saying, and in a sense, yes, you really can't be mad if you're not, if you're exclusive. You can't be mad. You can have the wildest night you can have with somebody. Y'all not exclusive, and y'all did things as grown adults, and then the next day he or she is commenting on his or her photo, a different person. Nobody can get mad at that. You really can't get mad at it.
That's what I'm saying.
I think we were when we were talking about do's and don'ts of dating or with social media. I think we were talking more of like committed relationships,
Yeah,
right?
exclusive.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that scenario, I understand.
But I think
would
some
be
people
mad
get
too.
that.
I would
that,
be mad even though it wasn't
confused.
exclusive.
Like,
Yeah. It's like communication, always key.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
But here's something then. Are we too invested in social media where we just
could be.
let it mess up our
See,
relationship?
that's one
or
thing
our
you
personal
shouldn't do.
relationships?
That you shouldn't. You should not. You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
hard not to.
It's hard not to.
that part, yeah.
It's addictive. I can tell y'all, I told myself I'm not going to get on my phone at all. You know.
Still do it.
I do that too, though.
You pick up a call, and then once you get off the call, you back on social media. Like, how did I? So it's addictive. I don't think sometimes we do it unconsciously.
Well, the average person opens up their phone 150 times a day, and over 50 times they go straight to social media.
Yeah.
So those are straight facts. You know, which it can be overall just you know, it's time consuming. So when you have you know, time consuming plus a lot of different things that you know you may see or you may not want to see, and then that's when you say, hey, well, how toxic is this? Am I wasting my time on here?
Am I wasting energy? Or
that part, and I'm big on that energy. Yes.
Yeah, I always have to tell myself, take a step back, stop making this overcome your mind, and like focusing on it. I do it. I do it.
I agree.
And I admit that I have to tell myself stop.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm saying is, do you let social media enter your relationships? Like, do you? Are you that invested in social media that you're going to let this mess up this particular type
Not necessarily mess it up, but I feel like if it's a problem with something and you and her dating or in a relationship or a marriage, you should talk about it.
Agree.
Yeah.
Because I need to, you know, for me, what were we doing? What we doing? Because like I say, don't nobody be on that. We together now. Would you be with me? Do you like me? Yes or no? We're going back to Kazi.
Oh, that's
do you like me? Yes. Circle yes or no, or maybe so. Right. You know,
Exactly.
they don't do that. You know, so it's like
you might need to send that text. Do you?
I just think it's respect. I just think it's the respect.
I agree.
If I'm dating you and it's strong, I'm feeling you, but we ain't together, and I still got other friends. I'm not going, if somebody comment on a picture I post, like say something, oh, you so fine, you so say, thank you. That's that. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're not finna get you're not finna get that. Nah, thanks. You know, and keep moving. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it's just the respect.
It's the respect.
Especially if you're trying to see, you're dating, you're putting your time in with this person.
Right.
So you want to get to know them. You want to know, you know what I'm saying, how they are. You know, you time, you putting it in. But then you go over here, what we doing?
Right.
Jump in the DM if you feel like you need to say more than what
I think you shouldn't be doing that either if you're dating somebody. So that to me is
there's no difference though.
Don't look at me. She said it.
No, it's the difference is that something's public versus something that is like private or hidden.
So both of them are wrong, or one of them is acceptable.
All of them wrong.
I think it's all, wrong. I mean, if you're commenting and it's innocent, who cares? If you're being supportive of your friend,
right?
That's one thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a friend going through a hard time, obviously that's fine, comment and all that. But I think the private messaging is more what you should be doing if the intentions are something other than that you don't want public.
I'm just saying, like, you don't care about no one who are you serious dating seeing this. What I'm saying, like,
right. But that's why
if I'm dating you and this dude over here, you know, saying whatever on a picture that I didn't post, I'm not gonna feed into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly.
You don't have to.
But you doing that though.
I don't think you're entertaining that. If someone says you look hot or sexy or whatever, you don't have to entertain that. You can say thanks. You can like the comment and move on with your day.
Right.
You don't have to entertain that any further.
And that's what her do. Me, she, her, all of us. That's what we do.
Yeah, so I think personally, like folks get way too invested in social media. That's true. I think they also stress when it comes to it, or go looking for shit that
looking for trouble,
or just going to look for some shit. You know what I'm saying?
That private investigator on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. So the further I think you can remove yourself from social media when it comes to those types of triggers, the better off you'll be. Right. So I believe it gets toxic when you make it toxic.
Yeah. Yes.
That's where I'm at. When you make it toxic,
you do it to yourself.
You're doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
Social media is just social media. Like literally, I mean, you got some. You're gonna hear some of everything on there. How much do you feed into it? You know what I'm saying? So you know that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah,
it's sad when you had to. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say when it changed my mood, then that's when, like you said, just back off,
shut it down,
because when like I said, and this is I always tell my business, but when I go in there and I look and I see like people are happy, couples are taking pictures, and I just started reflecting on my marriage, like I don't even have no pictures of my husband, and so then my husband come in all smiling, and then I'm fussing at him. Like, why y'all never take me nowhere? And it came from nowhere. It came from, so when I start seeing like, okay, I'm just snapping at him for nothing because, I was like, okay, stop looking at that.
See, and I'm the opposite. I like to see the happy posts. I like to see that stuff. For me, it's the people who are complaining or bitching or constantly like there's something wrong, then that starts to affect me. I'm like, oh, this does suck, like I have to turn it off at that point because I want to see the puppies and the babies and I'm talking about everything though. If I see a friend and get engaged or who's happy and like all that, I like to see all that. It's the negative stuff that I have to like shut it down.
But with her, it will start to affect my mood. I'm not getting what she's seeing,
right?
And I don't really think I think it ain't what you say, is how you say it. If you see something, because it ain't always got to be negative or toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see something like, dang, that look like they had fun. Babe, sweetie, as you say. We should plan a trip.
Yeah.
I seen, friends, they went to such and such. Maybe we should go. It look like it's fun. Instead of you having the attitude about it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
flip it.
That part.
Flip it around.
And I say, and I still say ignore that. I say because the reason why I'm saying that is because yes, someone may post a moment.
But what if it's something that they want to do?
Yeah.
And then they seeing other people doing what they want to do. Simple date nights, simple anything, us two together. You're seeing it. So we don't address it?
No, I'm not saying address it because you saw it. Address it even if you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that you want to do, then just go ahead and do it. But don't see something.
That's the motivation. Some people need motivation.
Yeah, but yeah, they do. But don't see something and then take that to your relationship and say, hey, we should be doing this.
No, that's why I say it ain't what you say, is how you say it. Like, I would never say, I seen this and this is what we knew. They doing it while we not. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but don't start a conversation based off something you saw.
You what?
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Don't start the conversation based on something that you saw.
They don't even have to know you, right? They don't even have to know you seen it. It's in your mind. You know what I'm like, okay. They look like they have fun. I want to go here. I'm going to dress my spouse about that. We should go
downtown. We should take a trip. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I seen a new restaurant. Somebody to post like it's a new restaurant. Even though you ain't got to say somebody didn't post, but you seen it because
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're gonna see all the good things on Facebook. Nobody's posting, hey, we just argued today, and then ain't nobody going home and say, hey, I saw that on Facebook. Let's argue right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would just say I still wouldn't direct my actions on something that I see on Facebook or bring it into my relationship. I would just wait for the right time and say, well, hey, let's go and do this or let's go and do that. Don't and take that whatever you saw on Facebook, just delete it in your mind, especially if you're approaching a conversation with your significant other, because what they do don't make me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so let's do our own thing. And I'm glad you brought it up like that, because that's how it can be toxic when you take it from this site or social and then you implement it in your relationship.
But it becomes competitive. It's hard not to. You have to tell yourself not to be competitive. And that, to me, that's what the toxic part of social media is, the competitiveness of it. Like, I have to be prettier, I have to do my hair better, my makeup better than these people I see, or date better, because my friends are doing it. Like, that's where it's hard for me. It's like you get kind of competitive. At least I do.
No.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I agree with what you're saying, though. I agree. Y'all here. Y'all here.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like it gets competitive, I mean, just
that's when I shut it down, though.
Yeah, shut it down, and you're not competing with nobody, but yourself.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? You're not competing with nobody but yourself,
exactly.
because a lot of times you see all this stuff, you don't even really know the people, and that brings me back to acquaintances. Yeah, I got a lot of acquaintances or friends on social media. That does not necessarily mean I even talk to them 2 times a year face to face.
If that.
You know, you
Exactly,
you
or ever.
Yeah, you get caught up in comments and things like that. But don't let it affect you like that. I still think that we put too much energy into the socials, and it can cause a lot of stress.
Well, and I don't even know what happened, but and I don't want to go there with your post, but you had posted the news a couple weeks ago, and it turned. You said you ended up deleting it.
I ended up deleting it because it got very political. I think I posted.
It was the news.
Yeah, I said Brittany Griner is free prisoner swap, and then
he didn't state his opinion or anything.
I didn't say the opinion. My whole feed just blew up, and then there was people going back and forth. Of course, since it's my post, I don't want to get the alerts. First of all, second of all, I don't want to see people go back and forth on my page. Okay. So I just deleted the post. Yeah. I mean, as simple as that, let me just stop this right now.
My point is the wasted energy, not on your part. You were posting the news, but like of whoever was commenting or got excited about it, like was leading you to say like, you know what, I'm just going to delete it because I'm just saying not even in relationships, but in friendships and family just relationships. To keep all the bull. You post the news and someone has a problem with it. So you really do have to be careful. You do have to be careful. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. So any final thoughts on this particular topic? Let me start with you, Sky.
I think if you feel that social media is going to be toxic, then stay away from it. It depends on how the person is perceiving the social media, because you can look at a glass half empty or a glass half full. So if you can take like the positive out of it and apply it positively in your relationships, then fine. But if you're going to take the parts and apply it negatively, if it's going to affect you negatively, stay away from social media. Because it can be a good thing. It can help you.
V?
Who, me?
Be she?
Us. Toxic. I would just say me, she, her. Let's see. All three of us. I'm trying to do better with it. I would say that. I try to not take everything I see personal. I've always been a personal take. Any way you dish it, I'm going to take it personal. This is my co-signer over here. So, I mean, I get it. I really get it. Like, you stay away from it. You can't take everything serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because I'm a serious person. So that's what I really working on.
Chelle.
I agree. Don't take it too seriously at all. Don't let yourself take it too seriously. Shut it down when you need to, if you need to. And, life is just too short. Be happy. Be happy with what you have, who you have, your friendships, your family relationships, your spouses or boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, just be happy and try not to let that impact you or affect you or your mood. For sure. Because I know it can happen.
It's a great point. Ladies, great point. No, seriously, it is a great point that all three of you made. What I would just say is like, don't put too much energy into it. It's wasted. Stress is real. Unnecessary stress is real. And I'm just hoping for I think I want to take advantage of social media going into 2023. Who can I help? Who can I support? Who can support me?
Great.
How can I look at this entire social media thing differently going into 2023? Listen, Vee&Sky, I ain't seen them in years. Right. Like seriously, in years. When is the last time? But it seems like I saw y'all yesterday because it's social media, right?
I love it. So that's the good part. We didn't talk about the good part of social media yet.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't addressed it at all.
Yes,
we only said it's toxic, but like, look at this. You feel like you have seen them and like you've remained friends. You know probably what's going on in their lives, which is awesme. That's a great thing.
Yeah. And bringing it back to the point is you're fine. And bringing it back to the point is who are you going to support next year? Give the energy to folks who support you as you are supporting them.
That
You
part.
know,
Yes, Jay.
that's
agree.
Preach, Jay.
that's the good that's the good energy right there. You know,
Cheers to that.
No, we don't get him.
because like I said, I
He's preaching. He's
I haven't
talking.
seen him in a while, and it was first of all, it was very, very good seeing you ladies. You look
Yes.
beautiful as usual.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
But me personally, I want to start using social media as far as a positive. You know,
Yes.
I want to support my friends. I want to support my friends' businesses. I want my friends to support me
sure,
or us.
for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? So
I totally
just
agree.
in final words, you know,
That's
just
great, Jay.
just
Good
try
job.
just try to leave all
love
the toxicity. Is that a word?
Toxicity.
It's yours.
Toxicity.
It's yours, bro. It's yours.
He wants to call it
I
toxicity,
can't ask
but
Grant because he can't say anything.
I know. I think the word is toxicity.
Yeah,
even
y'all-
though that's weird to say.
Y'all get what I'm saying. But
Yes.
listen,
we got you.
thank you all for joining us on our season finale. We're going to take a little break, but you know, we're not going anywhere. I would really like to thank Late Night with Vee&Sky. You can check them out when?
Saturdays,
At 10 o'clock.
PM.
Saturdays at 10 o'clock.
Saturday nights at 10 p.m.
So make sure y'all go
On
to their
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Please subscribe, like, and share.
subscribe, like, and share
will. Yes, we have.
Vee&Sky. And also, don't forget to visit Jay and Shell Show and Tell
Sure,
on
yes.
Facebook, Instagram. Go to YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to listen, don't forget to go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Sounder. Thank you, ladies, for driving all this way to join us
you
for
for
this
having
so much. It
episode.
was so nice to meet you.
It was an honor to
Yes.
be here.
It
And
Thank
to all
you.
the listeners, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that.
Yes.
I just want to announce too. I thought today was a really good day that we had this because this is your season finale, but this is also our celebration of hitting 100 subscribers.
Oh,
A goal to
Wonderland.
hit within a year, and we did it. So
Yes.
Good
thank
job.
all of
That's
you
awesome.
that
Yes,
helped us get to that point.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations. Just to let you
you.
know, I was 99. She was 100.
That's what I'm talking about. And that was social media right there that helped us.
That's
Right.
part. That's part. Hey,
Definitely.
you right. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
keep the
yes.
positives of it.
There you go.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Yes, yes.
This was fun. Hey, until next time, peace.